Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen here on our front deck. We are going to make today grilled strip loins, and as well we're going to have shrimp kebabs. So if you're interested in that, this is a beautiful day. Let's get started. So starting off, what I like to do first, I like to make sure all of my tools is there, of course, our spatulas, paper towel, and of course all of the utilities and foil wrap parchment paper that we're going to be using. Cut up all of your ingredients. Of course, I'm going to show you that for making the kebabs. You got to have a beverage there. I got iced tea, of course. And I'm going to turn on my barbecue, and the way I'm going to do it is,
and don't forget the water.
We need the water. We need the spray water just in case we have a flare up, and we need our spray bottle of olive oil. But before we get started, I got a propane barbecue, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn 3 burners on high, and I'm going to have 1 burner on medium. So that's my go-to burner for anything that's starting to get a little charred. And so now let's get started. Okay, first off, you want to clean your grill. Of course, we all know that. I usually do it after every time I use it, is clean my grill. And then we want to oil it, because now usually I'll just do a sizzle of oil on it, or put some on a piece of paper towel, use my utensil, and just quickly go over where I'm going to be putting the steak or the food. And that just gives it a nice glaze before we get started. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take out our skewers and get our kebabs going. I'm going to make 4 here today, but again, as many as you want to do if you got company or just a big family. Also, I got the double baked potato casserole here. We're going to be putting that in on our grill as well. And what you could do is prepare that, put it in a nice barbecue safe container, pan, I guess. Now, I got shrimp here that got the skin on it, or the hard shell. You could remove that if you want to, or keep that on. So I'm going to be putting the shrimp on first, and then each time interacting with a vegetable, shrimp, vegetable, shrimp. Now, I only got 2 pieces of shrimp on this because, of course, I got greedy and went and bought these humongous shrimp because we love them. So I'm just going to dress up these. I'm not going to bore you to death with that part, because you probably have made these tons of times. So again, just making have everything ready, making your shish kebabs. I'm using pearl onions. You could use chopped onions. That would be fine if you want to just have a yellow or a red onion. And just layer all your vegetables like that, and your shrimp. Of course, I would like to have big skewers, but that's what we're using here today. Now, what we're going to do here now, we're going to take some garlic butter and glaze over equally on both sides. And season it, what I'm going to say, with our house seasoning, just some salt and pepper. That's all we're using here today. The only thing garlic is our garlic butter. That's all you need to do there. Okay, so we don't want to let our barbecue go. I don't want to reach over my barbecue. We don't want to let our barbecue go any hotter than 350, 400 degrees. So I'm going to be putting these shish kebabs over on the low side, because I don't want them to burn. And what we'll do, part ways through, I will take my utensil and twist them, get them in there. I'm going to be putting the potato casserole, which I'll share that link, up on top, because that there is really not a part of this video, just as what we're going to have on the side. The cold water, this for any flare-ups, that could take care of. So now we're going to season up our strip loin. So before we season our strip loin, I get a couple of wieners there. Here in Newfoundland Labrador, we call these grog bites. I think it's grog bites or grog bits, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, a friend of ours said you gotta have a wiener on, or a hot dog on your grill, for just to have a little lunch in between while you're barbecuing. Right? So, Raymond?
Yeah. You got that little snacky.
A little snack, yeah. So now what I want to do, I want to have a piece of foil wrap and a piece of parchment paper, because I want to do a couple of pieces of corn as well. I got one cut in half there, because I'm the corn eater. Raymond's the one that he just likes just a little nibble of that, not much. He's more now those shrimp kebabs. Are you the grog bugs and those kebabs that's on the barbecue? So I'm going to just put a nice helping of butter or margarine over the top like this. And then again, I'm just going to wipe the butter off my hands. Have a towel on the side of your apron or your pants so that you could wipe it every so often. We're going to season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. There's still a little bit of water there from where I added in the watered bowl. And we're going to make a pouch out of this just by folding it up like this and folding it down. So we're just going to fold it in like this. Keep it snug so that this corn on the inside of this pouch is going to stay nice and moist, and it's going to cook like this instead of just burning up on the grill. Now I do like grill marks on my corn, but this way it cooks just that much easier. I'm going to put that on my grill now as well. So often give your kebabs a little twist. They only take 15-20 minutes on the barbecue, but I got it on the low side. The corn I'm going to put in there on the low side as well, because I want those to cook. But the wieners I got up top with my my grog bites, with my double baked potato casserole, which again I'll share that link with you. Now I'm going to put this down and let this cook while I season my strip loin. So what I'll do now is season these delicious strip loins. So right now I'm just going to put one over there, and again we're using the same seasoning, salt and pepper on each side of that we're going to be seasoning it. And if you want to use any more seasonings you can, but that is perfect for us. We don't need any more than that on our steak. So right now I'm just going to wipe down my hands a little bit. I have a little taste of my iced tea because it's nice and warm out here today. I think some people is getting work done on their garden, and some people is out in their convertibles, and that's fine. 2 thumbs up for them, eh?
Good signs of summer, isn't it?
Absolutely, and we're all with that. Have yourself a garbage bowl too off to the side so that you can put all of those extra pieces of paper towel or anything you don't want. Now let's get back to the grill. I'm also going to put a little drizzle of my extra virgin olive oil on one side of the steak. Of course the grill is nice and hot. We're going to just put them down on the oiled side and leave them there. Don't move them, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what you would do there. So I just flipped over my corn, and of course flipped over those shababs or kebabs. Shabab. I guess that's what it is. But to do the finger check on your strip loin, if you're having T-bone or whatever cut of meat that you enjoy having, I'm going to show you the finger test, and that to give you some idea of how long you want to cook it. Okay, so finger test. You're going to go thumb to index, and this here is rare. Thumb to middle finger is medium rare. Thumb to ring finger is almost well, and this is well, like medium well and well. And this is where you would touch on that bump in your finger. So never move the steak until you see that it's starting to loosen there a little bit. It's probably going to be 5 minutes into cooking, and then get ready to flip it. Okay, so I'm going to show you those nice grill marks. Just look, how delicious is this? So I'm going to put this one down, and we'll flip the other one. It smells absolutely amazing here, you guys. I'm going to lace this with a little bit more butter. Put a little bit more of the garlic butter over my kebabs. And of course our grog bites is just about done here, as you can see. One for me and one for Raymond there. And I just flip the corn again, And I'm waiting now for about another 3 to 4 minutes for that side of my steak. And I want a medium for ours. Not a well, not a rare. I always let this lid go every time. Okay, the kebabs are done. I want to call it shababs for some reason.
Call it kebabs.
You know, it sounds better.
Shabab.
And of course our double potato casserole there is done. I don't want for it to brown, I just want for it to cook nice. And I see the grill marks are still coming along there. There's still a couple of minutes left on this steak. If you wanted to put any sauce on it there, some barbecue sauce or your own magic sauce, you could put it on now, bit on one side, flip it to the other. Just at the last couple of minutes of grilling your steak. That's all you need to do there. Delish. Okay, our steaks are perfectly done. Medium, I'm going to show you that. I got the corns already, our shish kebabs already, our shrimp kebabs, and of course everything else. I'm going to take this off and let our meat rest, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. We can't wait to have this delicious meal. Okay, so I'm going to be taking these delicious steaks off now. Medium or medium rare, I don't care, they're going to be delicious. Okay, so I'm going to open up these corn. So having the corn in a pouch like this, of course you see the steam coming out. It's absolutely delicious. Add more butter if you want it. Just slap on some butter on there and let that go. But my steak, now I'm going to bring it over here to my plate. Of course, one of those kebabs. I want to call him something else, don't I? So I got Raymond's grog bite there for him to have now in a minute.
Pass that with a grog bite.
He's pretty hot, so no chewing. He says, no chewing, no burn yourself.
Okay.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you in closer and cut up this steak. Me and Raymond is going to have a feast there today. Can't wait.
Good, good.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just cut into my steak. I had it resting for a couple of minutes there. I'm going to show you. Just look at this delicious steak. This one is medium. I know this one over here is a little bit more rare. We got some juice. This is it, as good as it gets. I can't wait for you to make it. I'm going to show you mine. Just look at this. Isn't that ever delicious? Oh my goodie. Can't wait. Get some of that double baked potato. Have some steak, corn. Yum. I got to have a taste of this steak, Raymond. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
You eat your grog bite. You eat your grog bites. I got to eat this steak. It's so good. But before we go, we want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by here today and being a part of our outdoor grill. We got our strip loin steaks, our shrimp shish kebabs, we got our double baked potatoes, steamed corn. I don't think there's anything else we need. Maybe a dessert, but I'll share one of those with you. Good as it gets. I'm going to have another sip of my iced tea. Raymond's still chewing in the background there, so if you're hearing chewing, I apologize.
Yeah, I apologize too. I forgot.
You forgot, yeah. Also, before I go, I like to clean my grill after we use it. Before I turn it off, burn everything off it, then clean it off, close her down. This is it. I'm going to share the link to this delicious grill today, out to test your steak when you're cooking it. The vegetables we're using here for our shrimp shish kebab, and you can visit us as well on www.bonitaskitchen.com and our Facebook page. And you can also leave us a message on either one of those links. Let us know what you think of our today's grilling. Apologize for the noise in the background. Everybody's busy trying to do their gardening and getting a little bit of work done around their house. So, on behalf of me and Raymond, thank you for spending some time with us today. Stay safe, and thank you for joining us from our kitchen to yours. And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
A journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen.